Good day. This is David Neese with EV World News, where we bring you latest news about electric vehicles and green technology. Everything we discuss is for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to bring on ProTrader Mike. Hey, Mike, how's it
Hey,
going?
howdy, GM. Good afternoon. What's going on? Good day today. Every day's a vacation when you love your occupation. You know that?
There you go. There you go. Well, let's go ahead. I want to talk about this article from US News and World Report. So, Lucid hits their production goal, has enough cash for electric SUVs to come out next year. What I find kind of interesting about this is they didn't quite hit their real targets as far as earnings, although they have a lot of vehicles just sitting around. But um, let's just talk about this a little bit. So they reported second quarter earnings and revenue well below market expectations, but it's got so much liquidity from a $3 billion stock offering in June that it's given us advantage over its cash poor peers that are battling with parts shortages. We're not limited by our ability to manufacture. Most of the supply chain has now come through out of the COVID era, according to CEO Peter Rawlinson, that told Reuters. Lucid said it was on track to produce 10,000 vehicles this year, but its deliveries in the second quarter were largely unchanged from the prior 3 months at 1,400 units. To boost demand, they have slashed prices for the Lucid Air luxury sedan, with the Air Pure model now selling for 82,400. It looks like a cut. Well, they just cut the Tesla Model S, and whose prices were cut sharply this year to 88,000. So it's cheaper than the Tesla Model S. You want to take a look at Lucid and see how the stock's doing right now?
Yeah, we could fly over to the main screen and check that out. Check it out. Alrighty. So yeah, I got my screen set up today, conducive for the big chart. So let's check out
Nice.
LCID. Yeah. Lucid's chilling in the $7. Go to the daily chart. Yeah. The other day we were talking, it was above this VWAP line, the dotted line. It came down, huge move back up, and still hovering on that line.
That's kind
So
of interesting because they had earnings and it's still doing good after earnings.
yeah, looks pretty good. That stock. That stock. I actually like these for the covered call writing. And if you actually come to my website, mojodaytrading.com, and you could come to my blog. I got a blog, guys. I have a ton of articles. You can come here in the search bar and covered calls. And I've covered call writer, understanding covered calls, covered call writing, covered call, a lot of great ones, guys. You should really do your own research and get into covered calls right here. And this is a good little learning board that I made, Dave. Says, let's say you invest $100,000 into real estate with a renter pays you $1,000 a month or $12,000 yearly annual return of 12%. If you collected $1,000 a month, you had a rental property, you invested $100,000 of your raw dollars to do that investment, you'd make 12% annually. Now let's say you invest $50,000 into Microsoft at $50 per share, and you get 2,000 shares for that same $100,000 investment, where the option premium you collect is $1,000 per month or $12,000 per year, 24% annually, because you only put up $50,000 to get the $100,000 worth of stock. You
Right.
didn't have to have a mortgage, no title insurance, nothing. And that's covered call writing. It's like collecting rent on a stock. And that's what people should do their research on. That's what we've been speaking about. I love that strategy for a lot of these EV stocks we speak about.
Nice. I'm a big fan of covered calls. I was doing a little more research while you were looking that up. They cut the cost of the Lucid Air by as much as $12,400. It's interesting. It'd be interesting to
How
see
much is
what
that
kind.
car? That's cost 80 grand, you said?
82 is the new starting point.
That's a lot of money, man, for a car. You
It
know,
is. It's definitely in that luxury space.
a lot of
So
money for.
the next one I want to talk about is something a little different. I want to talk about Arcimoto. So Arcimoto makes what they call fun utility vehicles, and their NASDAQ symbol is FUV for fun utility vehicle. And we won't go to look at that just yet, but I want to look at this
Yeah,
article that
check it
came
out.
from
Yeah.
Slash Gear. So this is what their vehicles look like. They're little two wheels in the front, one wheel in the back. They go about 70 miles per hour, have a 100-mile range, and they have one seat in front, one seat in back, and they only cost $19,900. So it's inexpensive. And I guess the big question comes in is, where are these really practical? From a practical standpoint, because it's not a completely enclosed vehicle. If you lived, let's say, in a desert climate where you don't have a lot of rain or have to deal with the weather, it's kind of ideal. And but you might have to deal with heat. But I think one of the things that's kind of nice about this is it's a good alternative from, most of your driving around. You don't really need a four-door car, right? Or a four-door SUV. And this would be
I see
a
a lot
very
of those in.
effective way to
I
get.
see a lot of those in Florida.
Do you of this brand, or do you see more of the slingshots? So
The
the slingshot,
slingshots.
so
Yeah.
the slingshot's the gas-powered version that's made in the United States, and I think they're on a nice idea. And their stock has had a troubled history, but anyways, it's an interesting looking product, and they're made in Eugene, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite interesting because it's a U.S. based manufacturer, and it's this article says what went wrong with the FUV. They had a market cap at one point over $1 billion, and now
You know
it's
what we might
went
be
down to
able to
7
do?
million.
Because
What's that?
we got hookups with that, and we may be able in the future to do a giveaway as we grow large of one of these vehicles. If someone gives a like and a comment and says, "Put me on the waiting list for that vehicle," we'll enter you in the special private giveaway we're going to do. You have a chance to win one of those, and that's no joke because we know the company. That's why we're talking about it, right,
Yeah,
Dave?
right. And I've definitely had commitments for electric motorcycles for giveaways. I just haven't figured out how to structure the giveaway yet on our program
We got
from
to
a
be like
container
great.
fleet.
We got to be like greatness.
There you
Start
go.
blessing people and paying it
Bless people with
forward
the vehicle.
with the vehicles and all other kinds of wonderful things. Yes.
Yeah. So in 2022, they sold 228 vehicles, and quarter four they sold 89, and that was their best quarter yet.
Not a lot.
Yeah, that's not really big adoption of it, but hopefully, they have a
Probably
new
how where
CEO.
is it? Is it in where is it? Is it in one place? They sell it in one area? Where do they sell them?
They're not real specific, and I don't know if they go through dealerships, or where they may be.
You got to find out.
Anyways, I just thought that'd be kind of fun to discuss. I've got one more fun car for us, and this one's a little more, of an exciting entry into this space. But Lamborghini is going to be presenting its first production electric vehicle at the Monterey Car Show, and it's just concepts, but this is what it's believed that it's going to be looking at. It's going to be a 2+2.
hmm I like that's crazy. Look at that, dude.
Um,
That's sweet, huh?
oh yeah. Uh, Not much information though, as far as.
Is it faster than the
Oh,
regular one?
I'm sure it will be. I have a friend who has multiple Lamborghinis, and he's got a Model S, a Tesla
hmm
Model S, and he says the Model S will outrun the Lamborghinis in 0 to 60, but it's not a sports car per se. So around a track, it wouldn't beat them on track, because the Lamborghinis are designed for that type of driving, and the Lamborghinis have faster top end speed, but the Tesla's faster 0 to 60, and the Tesla says daily driver.
Gotcha, bro.
Yeah, but I just thought that'd be kind of interesting, because it's a pretty car, and Lamborghini's owned by none other than, well, they're owned by Audi, and then above that they're owned by Volkswagen. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to look at Volkswagen. Volkswagen's symbol in the US is VWAGY. It's on the OTC.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull it up on like Yahoo or something. Doesn't
Okay,
come up
let me
on my
do that.
chart.
This will be our last one for the day.
Cool.
VWAGY. Let me share this. Let me see. They're at $15. Got a market cap of 75.8 billion. Let's see how they've been doing for the past year. So for the past year, they've gone from $20 down to $15. Don't really know why they've seen such a slump, but a lot of the auto industry's been like that. We look mid-July to current, so for just the past month, they've dropped from 1690 to 1514. So anyways, I just thought we'd pull that one up for fun.
Cool.
And we'll
Like
keep
that
it
one.
short today, Mike. And I know you've had a lot of cool stuff going on. What were you doing before the call today, Mike?
This morning I traded, hit my goals, and then at lunch I went to eat a great lunch at First Watch. I had a blueberry pancake and some granola and coffee, and then I shot over to the water park and did some wakeboarding around the lake, couple of laps, got my energy pumping. Now I came back to the house doing some afternoon trading and doing the show with you. The day in the
Yeah,
life of a trader.
I think it's awesome you went and did wakeboarding.
Thank
Anyways,
you.
Mike, as always, I want to thank you for being on the show. I want to remind everybody, if you enjoyed
Yes,
the
sir.
content today, to please
Give us a thumb. You're
give us a
quick.
like
You
and
beat me to
subscribe.
that.
Yeah,
I
well, I'm
like
surprised
that.
you didn't cut it out. I'm working on it, man. Someday I'm going to be a pro like you.
Great
Oh,
job.